Hi, my husband and I have been married for 7 years, but recently we have been going through a rough patch. My husband was unexpectedly laid off from his job, and we have been having financial issues. He managed to find a new job, but it doesn't pay as much as his old job, and he really doesn't like the work or the people at the job. As a result, he has become very depressed and has pulled away from me. We haven't been intimate in months, and it was beginning to weigh on me heavily. Unfortunately, I made a terrible mistake. Instead of talking to him and telling him how much I miss him physically and emotionally, I started seeking attention from a male friend of mine. I've known this friend since college, and there was always mutual feelings there. But we were never single at the same time, so nothing ever came of it. When my husband's depression first got bad, my friend and his long-term girlfriend broke up, and we bonded over our relationship problems and loneliness. One thing led to another, and we ended up sleeping together multiple times. I know that this was a horrible thing to do to my husband, who was already struggling, and I am so guilty about what I did. When I came to my senses and realized how wrong our affair was, I did my best to avoid seeing my friend affair partner. Unfortunately, my husband found out when he saw some old messages on my phone. He had a pretty bad breakdown and told me that he wanted a divorce and that he could never forgive me for this. I begged and pleaded for him to reconsider, and he finally said he would think about it before leaving and going to his parents' place. Ever since he found out about the affair, I have done everything in my power to make things right. I told my friend that I could never see him again and that our relationship was over for good. I showed my husband these messages and showed him that I had blocked the friend on everything, even his email account. I also arranged an appointment with a marriage counselor. When I told him about this, though, he told me that he didn't want to go to any counselors. I asked if he was even going to try to work on our marriage, and he just shrugged and stared at the ground. I'm starting to get really frustrated, and I don't know what to do. It's like talking to a brick wall. Half the time, he doesn't even talk to me anymore. He just nods or shakes his head or shrugs. This marriage is so important to me. I'm completely convinced this man is my soulmate. Up until he lost his job, I can honestly say things were perfect. I wish with all of my heart that I had never cheated and hurt him the way I did. Am I crazy for still trying? Update. Things are getting worse, no matter how hard I try. It's almost like I'm making things worse by trying. My husband has stopped returning my calls completely, and when I come to see him in person, his parents usually have some excuse for why he can't see me, even when I can see his car in the driveway and know he's home. I got a lot of comments on my first post telling me that it sounds like his depression is getting worse. I think that may be the case, but I've also become very depressed during all of this. I've never felt so abandoned in my entire life. He was my rock, my best friend. He would drop everything to be there for me, and now he won't even answer the phone. I've spent the past week crying and looking through old pictures of us together. I think it's safe to say that he's given up. 7 years wasted after a couple of mistakes made in the heat of the moment. If anyone has been in this situation and actually managed to make things work again, please reach out to me. I want to get back the man I married, but he won't listen to anything I say. This is the worst depression I've ever felt. Any advice or even kind words would be very appreciated right now. Thanks. Now for some comments. I'm really sorry you're going through this. It sounds like your husband is completely shutting you out, and that's not fair. Everyone makes mistakes, and it seems like you're genuinely remorseful and doing everything you can to make amends. It's frustrating that he's not even willing to try counseling. If he won't even attempt to work on the marriage, then it's almost like he's looking for an excuse to leave. He needs to understand that a relationship takes effort from both sides, especially in tough times. You made a mistake, but you're making every effort to fix it. His depression is understandable given the job situation, but it doesn't excuse completely ignoring your efforts to reconcile. Depression does not excuse completely cold shouldering your spouse. If he isn't reciprocating your efforts in rebuilding your marriage, there's no need to try anymore. Story 2. My GF of 5 years is currently at a military base doing entry-level training. She just told me that she slept with a guy on her platoon. They've done it 3 times, ended up cuddling the whole night. This happened after I thought she was going to bed. She told me she was planning on never telling me about this, since she'll never see him again after they graduate after one of the nights. She was on the phone with me, telling me how much she loves me while he laid right next to her. She said she doesn't know why she did it, but she has absolutely no feelings for him and has ended it. She has said she will do anything to win back my trust, including not drinking or going to any social event without me. She also gave me all her passwords. I'm inclined to give her another chance. Her behavior is so unlike her. She has never displayed an ounce of infidelity in the 5 years. And she told me about this on her own free will because I had no way of finding out. Her actions and the way she behaved make me question her judgment. She says I'm the love of her life and promises to learn from her mistake. She has proved she loves me over the years multiple times with her actions, so I'm not going to give up on us without giving it a chance. What do I do? I'm devastated and don't know how to move forward. I'm not concerned about finding someone else. I'm concerned that if I don't try to fix this, it will be the biggest regret, as I truly believe she's remorseful. Please help. Edit #1. It initially started as cuddling. She never had thoughts of sex with him. According to her, he started getting naked. But fuck, the second and third time, she knew exactly what was going to happen. Edit #2, she decided to come clean because this guy caught feelings, and when she ended it with him, he revealed that he'd been previously cheated on before, and it was better finding out sooner than later. He was fully expecting her to leave her 5-year boyfriend for him. Truth of the matter is, she used him physically and had no intention of pursuing a relationship. If you've been in a long-distance relationship for 5 years, it's likely that this isn't her first rodeo. This is just the first time she had to come clean. My guess is the guy cheated with threatened to tell you. No other reason she'd grow a conscience suddenly. I can't understand why you want to give her another shot. She's not sorry she cheated and broke your heart. She's only sorry her gig is up. You're better off without her. Find someone who truly values and loves you. If she loved you, she wouldn't have cheated. She's beyond repair, no matter what her reasons were. You'll never be able to trust her again. She sounds like a sociopath. Like, she'll send you a sweet goodnight text, then go and fuck another guy? Nah, screw her. Run my guy. Now, for some comments, yeah, honestly, you can give her another chance. Just make sure you cuff her arm to your arm so she could never cheat on you again. Sarcasm, but in reality, there is a better woman out there for you. I read so many stories here where a betrayed partner finds the relationship of their dreams once they drop the cheating partner. If she can literally call you while she is laying next to another guy, you are just too nice and won't get away until you get burnt to a crisp. She confessed when there was no chance of being caught. She disclosed information that makes her look worse, multiple times cuddling, etc., in order to fully disclose. She'll cut all contact, she agrees to put in the effort and doesn't blame you. I don't know if this will work, as you can never unknow what you now know about her. She will be long distance in a male-dominated environment where there will be a line of dudes willing to be the affair partner. It may be she was going through a big change and this was a coping mechanism. She may have in the moment wanted to hit self-destruct, then regretted doing so later. I think getting to the why this happened will help you move forward and prevent future instances. I have to say, if she is sincere about making good, I'd start down that path. Wish you luck, OP. Story 3. My wife cheated with at least 2 guys in the last 12 months. She denies everything. When I asked to see her phone, she denied to show it, telling me that she deletes everything anyway. Hello, she just admitted being guilty. She is gaslighting me with the reverse psychology, and how dare I suspect her when I have messages from her AP about their relationship not going well. Married 20 years with 2 kids. How could I have been so blind and stupid? We had our problems. What married couple doesn't? But going out and cheating and having May 15th-year-old daughter telling me the details of my wife's deception was the fucking cherry on top of this cake. My so knows that if we get divorced, she will be getting a hefty fucking check every month for spousal and child support. I have my own business, and I do really well. She works and makes good money, but I'm gonna get raped after the divorce settles. FML, life is not fucking fair. She can go out and get a fucking FWB while I'm a 46-year-old dude who never dated outside of year 2000, and now I'm fucked to pay her a lot of money while she fucks her boyfriends. I just think if I end it tonight, there will be no more pain or suffering, and the kids will get over it. Edit. My daughter is clearly torn between the 2 parents. She told me about the wife because she felt it wasn't fair to me to be in the dark, even though I already had my suspicions before that. I wish she was not in the middle of this, but she is. My STBX refuses to talk to me now after I confronted her, which is fine, the lawyers can do the talking. Her response to my confrontation about her cheating was, she booked an appointment to get breast implants done. I mean, seriously? Is this another level of crazy? She's not worth your time and energy anymore. Drop her like a hot coal. You seem dead set on your theory that you'll lose everything in divorce. But OP, the right lawyer can change everything. Pretty sure no expensive lawyer would be able to find a legal loophole and you'd get to keep majority of your wealth. Take back your life. There's so much more to life than wasting it away with an unworthy partner. Keep pushing forward. No matter how low you feel, remember that someone is always in a worse position and your circumstances could be far more dire. Concentrate on the blessings you still possess. Healthy children, your own well-being, etc. Wishing you the best of luck. Now for some comments, you are only 46, you are young. People like your wife are just toxic and destroys whoever they are with. Do you think her so-called men believe their relationships are going to last? Watch your kids grow up. That's the important thing. No matter what happens in a relationship, we never regret our children. Don't do it. Understand you have so much more life and love ahead. It sucks losing your image of someone. But nobody is perfect, and cheating is not a reflection of your faults, but a reflection of her own. It is so easy for an outsider to come swoop in. They have nothing to lose, new stories to tell. Rest assured, if she was meeting both of you for the first time, she would have chosen you. A fling is something done out of boredom that gets in your head and you mistake excitement for feelings. Don't get down on yourself. There is always someone else and almost anything can be mended. That will leave your kids destroyed and probably hating their mother too for causing it. They will feel orphaned. Don't do something you can't rectify over someone else's fuck up. As bad it stings, you're stronger than that.